What if the food you thought was keeping you strong was actually breaking you down in silence? I'm talking about cheese. It looks harmless. It feels comforting. For many of us, it's a daily pleasure, a slice here, a sprinkle there. But hidden inside this everyday food are dangers most seniors never see coming. And the truth is, after 60, your body simply can't fight back the way it used to. What a young person shrugs off in minutes could push an older adult straight into the danger zone. Imagine this. Just one late-night snack of melted cheese can spike your blood pressure by more than 30%. No warning, no pain, no alarm bells. Just damage quietly building until one day it breaks you. That's why today I'm revealing the 8 deadliest cheese mistakes seniors make. We're counting down from number 8 all the way to the single worst mistake that can cut years off your life. And trust me, mistake number 3 is so disturbing even scientists called it alarming. Chances are, you've already made it this week without realizing. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you care about protecting your health. And make sure you subscribe, because here at Everyday Health Secrets we uncover the truths about food that most people never hear. And while you're at it, drop a quick comment. How often does cheese sneak into your meals? Once a day? A few times a week? I really do read every single reply, and your story might just help another senior avoid a dangerous mistake. All right, let's get into it. Mistake number 8, eating cheese right before bed. Sounds harmless, right? A little comfort snack to help you sleep. But here's the problem. Cheese is loaded with protein and saturated fat. Both take strong stomach acid and hours of digestion. As we age, stomach acid levels drop. Digestion slows to a crawl. So when you lie down after eating cheese, it lingers, it ferments, it pushes acid upward. That means gas, bloating, acid reflux, restless sleep, even pounding headaches in the morning. One man, age 70, thought a small slice at night was harmless. Within weeks, he was jolting awake at 2 a.m., struggling to breathe with his chest on fire. Doctors later found severe reflux already damaging his esophagus. That's how fast a harmless bedtime habit can spiral. Now, mistake number 7, trusting processed cheese slices. You know the ones. Bright yellow, perfectly square, wrapped in plastic. They're not real cheese. They're factory-made products filled with scraps, oils, dyes, binders, and an avalanche of salt. Just one slice packs around 400 milligrams of sodium. And who eats only one? 2 slices on a sandwich, and you're already near half your daily sodium limit in a single meal. Seniors who eat processed cheese regularly face higher blood pressure, more strokes, and inflamed guts from all those chemicals. One woman in her 70s thought she was making a healthier swap by eating grilled cheese sandwiches instead of buttered toast. Within months, her doctor warned her blood pressure was climbing despite her medication. Processed cheese isn't food. It's a chemical trap. Mistake number 6, blasting cheese in the microwave until it burns. That golden, crispy edge you think tastes amazing? It's actually full of toxic compounds called advanced glycation end products. Scientists call them AGEs for short, and they really do age you faster. They harden arteries, weaken kidneys, and even glue up your joints and skin from the inside out. Seniors who eat lots of these compounds experience faster kidney decline, worse arthritis, and poorer circulation. The good news is, you don't need to give up melted cheese. Just heat it gently, low oven, stovetop, short bursts in the microwave. Don't burn it. Comfort food doesn't have to turn into poison. Mistake number 5, pairing cheese with sweet fruits like grapes or figs. Looks classy, tastes delicious, but it's a disaster for seniors. Cheese brings saturated fat and sodium. Grapes bring fast sugar. Together, they spike blood sugar, raise triglycerides, and push your heart and pancreas into overdrive. Seniors who eat that combo regularly raise their risk of diabetes by more than 20%. One woman loved ending her nights with cheese cubes and grapes. Within months, she was dizzy, thirsty, and exhausted. Her blood sugar was already climbing toward diabetes. If you love pairing cheese, swap grapes for cucumber or cherry tomatoes. You still get freshness without the sugar trap. Mistake number 4, eating mold-ripened cheeses like brie or blue cheese when your immune system is weak. For younger folks, they're usually fine. But for seniors, especially those with diabetes, kidney issues, or taking immune-suppressing drugs, these cheeses can be dangerous. They're the perfect home for listeria, a bacteria that can be deadly in older adults. Seniors are 10 times more likely to suffer severe illness from these cheeses. One man, age 70, ate blue cheese on his salad every evening. One night, fever, stomach cramps, then straight to the hospital with sepsis. Hard cheeses like cheddar or Parmesan are much safer choices. Mistake number 3, eating cheese made from raw, unpasteurized milk. This is the one scientists called alarming. Some people think unpasteurized cheese is more authentic, but it's crawling with risks: E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria. For seniors, even a small dose can be life-threatening. One woman bought goat cheese at a farmer's market. 2 days later, she was in the ER with a high fever and severe infection. Always check the label: pasteurized milk only. It's such a simple step, but it can save your life. Mistake number 2, putting cheese on almost everything. Eggs in the morning, soup at lunch, pasta at dinner. It sneaks in. Before you know it, you're eating cheese 3 times a day. Seniors who do this consume far more saturated fat than their bodies can handle. Arteries stiffen, blood pressure climbs, cholesterol spikes. One man, age 75, topped every dish with cheese. Within months, his doctor warned that even with medication, his blood pressure was dangerously out of control. Cheese isn't the enemy, but it should be a garnish, not the main event. And finally, mistake number 1, eating too much low-fat or diet cheese. I know it sounds smart, but here's the hidden truth. When companies take out the fat, they add salt, gums, and chemicals to make it taste right. Low-fat cheese can have 35% more sodium than regular cheese. Seniors who switch to these so-called light cheeses often end up with worse blood pressure and bloating. And here's the kicker. You need some natural fat to absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Without it, your bones, immunity, and muscles all suffer. One woman swapped her cheddar for low-fat slices, thinking it was healthier. 6 months later, her doctor warned her blood pressure was higher than ever. So what's the bottom line? You don't have to give up cheese completely. You just have to be smarter. Skip the bedtime snacks, avoid processed slices, say no to raw milk and moldy varieties, and treat cheese like a garnish instead of the star of every meal. Real cheese in moderation is far safer than chemical-filled diet versions. Remember, aging strong isn't about being perfect. It's about knowing the hidden dangers and making better choices, one meal at a time. So here's my challenge for you. This week, make one small change with your cheese habits. Maybe swap processed slices for natural mozzarella. Maybe skip the bedtime snack. Just one step. And if you found this eye-opening, hit that like button so more people can protect themselves. Share this with a friend or family member who needs to hear it. Together, we can turn knowledge into power and power into health.